Okay, as you know, I bought the world's worst M6, and that's not an understatement. This car was left abandoned out in a field or something. I don't really know. I bought it off Copart, and if you've been following the series, you know that the first thing we did was change out the spark plugs, brought it over here, got it up on a lift, we changed the oil, found some copper chunks in the oil, which means rod bearings are probably toast. Of course, we had to change out the battery first thing when we got it. Car will start up, runs a little rough, and doesn't want to drive. Now, that could be many different problems. We have it at the shop. We're a little stumped trying to figure out what's going on. So we had a BMW specialty mechanic come out. He had the special little device, you know, those things are ultra, super duper expensive. So he scanned all the codes. He found a ton of codes, a lot of things wrong with it, but everything is leading towards the ABS problem. That maybe some rats went up, ate up all the wires are chewed up, and it's basically, this car is so electronically focused that when wires are cut up, nothing will work. So as you know, we already found a ton of rat poop in the engine bay. Oh my God, dude. What is all that stuff?
I don't know, dude. Hold on, let me check it out. That's rat poop, dude. That's rat poop.
Now when we drop the skid plate, as you can see, there's tons of rat poop and all kinds of garbage that was left behind with the car. So we know for a fact that there has been a rat infestation in the M6. Most likely, they chewed up the wires. Now what we're gonna do today, the first thing we're gonna do to hopefully solve the problem is we're gonna pull this wheel off, pull out this inner fender. That's where the ABS control module is. There's a ton of wires there. We're gonna look at it, see if there's anything visibly wrong. If there is, there's one of our many problems that we gotta fix right there. Okay, let's get this wheel off so we can get this on. Yeah, it's stuck.
All right, let me take a shot at it. This is just gonna need a little bit of persuasion. Oh God. Oh, we got some movement.
Just hug it.
Oh. Got it.
There we go. Yeah, this rotor is fucking toast. Ow. Why did I buy this car? This just goes to show how terrible my decision-making skills are.
Oh, there we go. Kind of just get this in there. All right, so there you go. There is the main pump for your ABS.
Your IBS? Main pump for your IBS.
The car has irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah. Okay, look at that right there. I mean, that's like a rat's nest of shit right there. So, as you can tell, that's not a good sign. So this is basically the control module that's telling us that shit is seriously fucked up right now. So we gotta somehow figure this out.
I don't even know what this is. Some sort of duct.
It's like a rat's nest. Oh, you're saying the purpose? Yeah, it looks like some kind of duct.
Yeah, thank you. I knew it was a rat's nest. So here's the thing. If it looks like this, we got to go through the whole car to find the problem. Oh my gosh. You can't make this shit up, folks. This is just true fuckery right here.
And I'm pretty sure this little ABS unit control module is like what, 4 or 5 grand?
Oh yeah, this actual like shiny aluminum piece is like 4 grand. It's crazy. All right. Okay, well that is good news. Everything looks completely fine. I don't want to twist this too much because it could be brittle, but I mean, if you look inside there, everything looks pretty clean. When the scan guy came over, is that basically all of the wheel speed sensors aren't reading, and that's throwing off like all the different computer modules. Chances are you can't have all wheel speed sensors fail at the same time. It's likely the hub or the brain. So that's why we're tracing back with the wiring. And there was a lot of codes where the SMG basically was saying that those wheel speed sensors aren't working. So,
and quick fun fact, these M6s had an electrical wiring recall on them, so it's not like they had great wiring to begin with. So having, you know, a rat infested engine bay is only going to make that problem 10 times worse.
Okay, while I don't think it's the actual wheel speed sensors themselves, I do want to take a quick second and have a look at least the front too. It looks perfectly fine. It actually looks like fairly new. Okay, I just got this other one out. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it looks the exact same.
Putting the wheel back on, come to the conclusion that I really don't know what the fuck is wrong with the car. Basically, we looked, took a little look, didn't see anything obviously wrong with it. That component is about $4,000 to get a brand new one. Could get them rebuilt, and it's still very expensive. Because this is such a mind fuck trying to figure out this puzzle, which is the M6, me and Lenny are just kind of driving it. I figured out that if I tap the brakes a few times and put it in reverse, I was able to get it to back up a little bit, then drive forward a little bit. Then it started hitting that thing where it just stops. So we got the car up, started driving a little bit, see if the brakes are locking up, and while giving it gas, we got the beautiful yellow cog of death, which means transmission malfunction. Now, it's not a red cog of death, which means like you're fucked. It's yellow cog, which means you're a little bit fucked, which eventually turns into the red cog. But that means that we have codes now. So we had to get our BMW mechanic back here to rescan it. That way we could figure out what's going on with the transmission. It's been a few days. We've evaluated the status of the M6 right now. There's a lot of BMW specialty shops around here, and we've had different people come in, look at the car, and you know, these are people who work on M5s, M6s, and we've come to this conclusion that the car is beyond repairable. It is at a point right now where it has massive rat damage, potential transmission issues, ABS issues. We're talking about $25,000 worth of parts right now that the car needs. That's not including labor, that's not including any of the software systems to program the car to make the things run right. Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but we're gonna have to let this car go, and it's an unfinished project, and it's gonna end that way. Now, it doesn't make sense. The amount of money I would spend to repair half of this car, I could go buy today on Facebook Marketplace a perfectly running M6. With that said, we've stumbled into this position right now on our channel where we now have a shop, and we have, you know, a lot more tools, and we have a lot of projects, project after project after project, and then other projects maybe get neglected. I've learned a lot about BMWs. This is my first and only BMW. Obviously, I went straight to the worst one out there. The engine runs. I want to make sure that this gets sold to someone who either has an M6 and they need a new motor, and I'll sell it to them for really cheap, or if someone's doing a really cool swap and they want this engine and transmission. It could be useful for someone else. So I want to hook someone else up, make their life a lot easier. We're going to focus back on our main projects. We have been so fortunate where, because we have this platform, we have companies giving us so many products, and we have product after product after product that we have to install into those vehicles. So those are getting priority. The Mercedes, which I don't know if you guys watching this video right now followed for the Mercedes build, I have not forgotten about that. Absolutely, I'm going to get that one done. We were just focusing on getting the transmission rebuilt. So I actually sent it off this morning, and it's on its way to get rebuilt. It's going to come back here in a few weeks. We'll slap it in the car. We will start the AMG Hammer build, which is going to be absolutely fucking awesome. So you're going to want to see that. We have Lenny's new BMW, the 550i with the twin turbo V8. That one in which we are going to boost all the power, maybe even add turbos. Who knows where we'll go with that build. But we already took it to the drag strip, got some, you know, baseline numbers. We have a lot of parts coming, a lot of carbon fiber parts coming, a lot of exhaust parts, downpipes, tunes, all that stuff coming very soon. We're gonna make that thing an absolute beast. There's times, and for my own businesses that I've run, where you have to cut your losses and move to the next best thing. And this is a prime example of that. So once again, cut my losses on this one, and I'll go get, you know, another running M6. So there will be another M6 on this channel. Since this is a pretty shitty ending to this video, I want it to be more cool. Here's a bunch of donuts from our buddy Zach and his 700 horsepower truck.
This thing rules. I mean, like, technically, like, the most reliable vehicle I have.
Hasn't ever broken?
Don't say that. You fucking jinx it. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with, no, I'm just kidding. If you know someone who wants to buy this car, I will sell it to you for dirt cheap. So comment down below. I would like this to go into the hands of someone who can do something with it. Whether you blow it up with a bunch of C4 or you throw it off a cliff, I don't really care. I would much rather take that engine out and go put it in a swap. I think that would be the coolest. Once again, my loss is your gain. If you know anyone, share this video, comment down below, and I'll sell it to you for basically nothing.